All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to our empowering morning conversations. So, after that lovely song for Hasina ji, I think we are now ready for
Thank
some
you.
shade from Kuldeep ji. You're welcome, Hasina ji.
Thank you.
I'm sure you remember that old song.
I do. Yes, I do.
So,
Thank you.
Kuldeep ji, on to you.
सर एक शेर है कि यूं तो हर दिल किसी दिल पे फिदा होता है, यूं तो हर दिल किसी दिल पे फिदा होता है, प्यार करने का मगर तौर जुदा होता है, तरीका जुदा होता है। यूं तो हर दिल किसी दिल पे फिदा होता है, प्यार करने का मगर तौर जुदा होता है, आदमी लाख संभलने पर भी गिरता है मगर झुक के जो उसको उठा ले वो खुदा होता है।
Wow, wow. I think you are the one to do the translation also.
सर ये तो बहुत सिंपल है। Everyone loves someone.
Someone,
It's only the
way
manner,
of loving.
way of loving may be different. Person, he will face difficulties even if the lot of precautions he take. But at that moment, the person who gives him the shelter or gives him his shoulder
Gives him his
is
hand.
like a God.
Wow, that person is a God.
That person is a God.
So, my good gods who come here every morning to lift up each other, that's the purpose, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So, what's going on? Anything you'd like to share before you mute yourself?
Sir, it was another extraordinary day yesterday because I came to know. In fact, it's a very unusual story. 5 years back, some people have come from ICICI Bank in our colony and said that they will open our account at one place, and while you are senior citizens, don't go here and there, so we will help you. So we will make you 1 and 3 accounts. You please open the accounts with us. We opened the account. Then we found that bank is in Erindwan. Erindwan is quite far off from our place.
Oh,
So nobody bothered. Anyway, it goes on. Then suddenly the ICICI Bank branch opened in our place only in Salom Kevar itself.
wow.
So we said, why to go there and we will transfer this account here. So I went there. I said, this is like this, and that time we didn't know. Now this bank is there. Please. I'm talking about 2015, sir. So 2000, so say, yeah, we want to deal with you. You are nearby, so you do whatever you want to do. We got some forms or something like this, and it went on, and they opened also their account. Now it's only 3-4 days before when the branch here wanted to offer me a lifetime credit card free of cost. Is it fine? So they send me somebody to at my home, and they do that. But that person could not be able to generate that card somehow. Reason he also could not understand. It goes on, and at least we go to branch and found out. And when we went out to that branch, we found out that they have never closed the account of the previous bank, and that account was never transferred here. They opened another account here, and I was not bothered. They also not bothered at all. It went on 6 years. And what should I do now? Now, sir, this is 3-in-1 account. You can't close it here. You go to somewhere near about 4 kilometers. They can only, Demat account can be closed from there only. First they will close, then we can close another account. I went there yesterday. Then he told me I can close this much account. But your trading account can be closed from somewhere which is in Koregaon Park. You have to go there. So I will be going today to Koregaon Park after this session. So that's how I realized if you do not monitor small things, what can happen.
No, yeah, tell me about it.
And
It
no
has
one,
happened to me.
yes. This is what a great lesson I have learned now. Everything I will monitor. I thought
Yeah,
everything they are doing it. It sometimes doesn't happen. You have to be careful for yourself.
yeah, you have to sit on their backs.
This was
Thank you
the
very
best.
much for sharing it. Okay, who else? Today, what people are a little lazy joining and being a Friday and all because it's a holiday in Dubai. That's why
They must,
Vetrivel is sleeping.
yeah, they must be sleeping. Yeah.
Conan has joined. So I'm holding Neeti for a little while. So when more people come, that's when she should share the wonderful things that she wrote yesterday. A lot of people are writing some very interesting things, you know. What a treasure of wisdom we have here. All right, so nobody wants to participate in this conversation? Are you waiting for some golden words to drop out of somebody's mouth?
No, sir. I have a small thing to share. Like yesterday, after a long time, me and my mom, dad, we all went out actually. We were having some pending works. We were looking forward for since last 4 5 months actually. So finally, a day came, and we could finish that task yesterday collectively. So it was a wonderful some family time yesterday, going out, getting the things done, and it was a beautiful day, sir. Full of positivity, and a day where I felt yes, there will be a new sunrise again, and I will have a wonderful day again.
फिर सुबह होगी.
फिर सुबह होगी. So a lot of positivity, and thanks to you.
Great, thank you so much. And Mr. Suresh Karu, one day you are not there and everybody misses you. That is why you purposely don't come one day, just so that we can miss you.
Not that way. Yesterday there was a backdation logins were there. So we have to collect some amounts and reach the targets. So it was that.
Important day.
Yeah, our branch did not meet the targets. So they said, okay, all seniors just stretch for a while and complete the target.
Good.
But I missed the day yesterday.
Doesn't matter, there's always a recording.
Yes.
All right, so who's next? You know, today is a very special day in our house because it's a birthday of a very special person. Can you imagine who that person might be?
Yeah.
The most precious person in my life.
Yes, I mean, many happy returns of the day, and what to say? I mean, words are very less, you know, to the expressions.
So I'll have to ask her to listen to the recording later to hear what everybody is saying. Thank you very much on behalf of my dear wife. Farida Suresh Kumar has wished you.
Yeah, though I did not meet her, I think soon I should be meeting her.
Well, why not?
A wonderful greeting and a blissful day and life for Madam and you, sir. Togetherness.
Thank you, Sandeep.
Blissful togetherness.
Happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. God bless you.
Thank you,
Many
Asina
more
ji.
happy returns of the day, sir. Please convey our wishes.
I will. Thank you, Shakti.
Wishing happy birthday to Faida madam.
I will not forget Farida's birthday because today is my daughter-in-law's birthday too.
Oh, that's how you remember it, is it? Asina ji is saying that she did not forget your birthday because it's her daughter-in-law's birthday too. So my dear wife is saying, what is the relevance of bringing my birthday into it?
Wishing her a very wonderful day, sir. Wish you happy.
Thank you.
Best wishes,
Yeah.
sir.
Celebration
I'll
day for
message
us.
to her directly also.
Thank you.
So the relevance is there is extra smile on your face today, extra happiness. The beaming face.
Really, is it not like this every day?
Always like that.
Everybody's saying it's a special day because you've got a beaming face.
No,
Today you will be here now or you be out, sir?
your expressions are different.
I'll be with you for some time. Then we are spending the day out.
Face is same, sir, but expressions are different.
I see.
added sugar to the expressions.
Areva, you should say, sir, your energy is different.
Yes.
Now you guys have become sensitive to energy, you see.
Yes.
So how was your experience during and after yesterday and day before's exercise? So Suresh, we did advanced version of day before yesterday's exercise.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, you missed it. But for the rest of you people who were there participating, please share with everybody, what was going on. Some people shared already yesterday, but if you want to share again, you can. But more interestingly is how the rest of the day went, because you were in a totally different energy state after that. So I'd love to hear from a few of you.
सर इस बर्थडे पे तो फिर एक शेर बनता है ना.
हाँ जी सर, बर्थडे पे तो शेर बनता ही. एक मिनट, आप गए कहाँ? हाँ जी.
यही दुआ करता हूँ खुदा से आपकी जिंदगी में.
यही दुआ करता हूँ खुदा से आपकी जिंदगी
में. मतलब ये बर्थडे गर्ल के ऊपर है. यही दुआ करता हूँ खुदा से आपकी जिंदगी में कोई गम न हो, जन्मदिन पर मिले हजारों खुशियां, चाहे उसमें शामिल हम न हो.
जन्मदिन में मिले लाखों खुशियां, चाहे हम उनमें शामिल,
चाहे उस समय हम वहाँ शामिल ना हो.
इजाजत हो तो मैं भी कुछ बोल दूं.
हाँ जी कुनैन साहब, आप भी बोल दीजिए.
ये सालगिरह का मौका बड़ा खुशी का मौका होता है. इस वंडरफुल मोमेंट कुलदीप सर ने छेड़ दिया तो याद आ रहा है मुझे भी एक शेर के. अर्ज क्या है कि रफ़तें, खुशियां और बुलंदी, रफ़तें और बुलंदी भी तुझ पे नाज करें. रफ़तें और बुलंदी भी तुझ पे नाज करे, तेरी ये उम्र खुदा और भी दराज करे. और ख़ास करके फरीदा मैम के लिए माजरत गुस्ताखी कर रहा हूँ कि हसीन चेहरे की ताबंदगी, दैट हुस्न, हसीन चेहरे की ताबंदगी मुबारक हो, तुझे ये सालगिरह की खुशी मुबारक हो.
वाह, ये तो मैं रिकॉर्डिंग इनको जरूर सुनाऊंगा. आई एम नॉट एबल टू पुट द स्पीकर, अदरवाइज यहाँ पे बहुत शोर मचेगा. बट सच अ ब्यूटीफुल शेर. Thank God I'm recording it. So we will celebrate later in the day by listening to you wonderful, what shall I say, greetings.
And just to continue, sir, if you allow me, yesterday was one of the most memorable, pleasurable, glorified, joyful day for me. After my work, actually I'm working from home, so yesterday. But after that, I spent a lovely time with children, and we had many lol moments. So we were laughing out loudly after many days, and it was a great moment. And we had a good time. So thank you, sir.
Good, congratulations. Children must be thinking कि इसको हो क्या.
Yeah, they are wondering, and they have planned for today also.
They like the new you. All right, do it.
Sir,
Yeah, ready, Garu.
Sir, today Vitrivel sir is like Swamiji.
Again?
Vitrivel sir is like Swamiji.
He's like a Swamiji with his hand up.
Yesterday we slightly felt about it, no? You were saying about yoga and some other things. Probably even yesterday would have done more exercise, I think, on that.
Yeah, you'll all say everything except what was your experience yesterday, is it? So after the session or during the session yesterday, what happened? What was your experience during the day? So I would like to talk about that. Yes, Hasina ji.
Sir, I was in the present moment throughout the day. Everything I did, I was just there, what I was doing. Especially in my prayers. it helped me a lot because I was there and not thinking of anything else while I'm praying.
Wow.
It really helped.
That's a good state. Thank you very much for sharing it. Please mute yourself. Yeah. Who next? Who next?
Sir.
Who is next?
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I think the whole day my energies were far more stable and, at a particular wavelength, which was very calming. And I was able to make more time through the day. Though I still did what I usually do, but then I felt I had more time on hand than the previous few days. So that felt beautiful.
Nothing changed, except when we are in the present, things happen faster. So obviously there's more time on your hand. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And perhaps also because, we are spending less time in reacting and resisting or fretting and fuming. Unconsciously, we are doing it, no? Okay, good. Who's next? Shamona? Shakti, anybody? What was your experience during the exercise yesterday and for the rest of the day yesterday? All right, so that's a good time for me to remind you what we are doing here every morning. So we are giving you an opportunity to stop blaming and start living. That's for sure. Right, so we meet here and these are conversations that we have. And I'm noticing very happily that more and more people have started to participate. So those who don't, I'm saying, hello, don't doubt your ability to contribute. Because if you open your mouth and speak, you will be contributing anyhow. Okay, and we welcome every contribution that you make. There are a number of things that become possible. Some of them are for you, and some of them are for everybody who's there on this call. What's in it for you? That when you try to recall, you will be out of the default mode for a while. And if you're operating from the fact that, hello, I'm going to take stock of it and talk about it, then you'll be more conscious about what's happening. And we are not only looking for all the great things that happened. You can get stuck also. So when you share that you got stuck, then it's an opportunity for us to work with you and show you new possibilities. And when you share your breakthroughs, then other people also get encouraged, and some of them may realize that they've also had a similar breakthrough. So there's a lot of stuff in it for you. And what's in it for others? So when you say something, when you question, it opens up more possibilities for more inquiries and more things that I would be able to say to you. Because that's also a pointer. Okay, this is what needs to be handled here. So don't undervalue your own ability to contribute. You have tons and tons of it. And remember, guys, who you are is a magnificent, wonderful, extraordinary human being who deserves our respect and all the love that we have for you. All right. So be there with us and participate with us and enjoy with us and suffer with us. Sometimes we suffer. So all of it, all of life, not only a part of life, but all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. That is the purpose of this every morning empowering conversations. So just to remind you that when the mind automatically goes into the negative state, it is because 99% of your mind is influenced by the outside world. Most of your feelings are the stuff which you're picking up from the outside world. They are not your own. That is the powerful influence of the outside world. Because even though physically the people may not be connected to you, they are energetically connected to you. So if they're in a negative state, it's influencing you. So it's a good thing that you come in every morning so that we get this dose of positivity, and all of us are, imagine that you're down in a well and so many hands are extended and pulling you out of that well and taking you towards positivity. That's what we're doing here every morning. And that's the advantage. Like I'm practicing the 3 minutes yoga and I do it every day. And I've realized how you do something every day. I think it's now almost 200 days that I've been doing it. I've lost count of it. I just can't miss it. Or rather, I won't miss it. Why not? Because it's a part of my endeavor to take care of my mind, body, and emotions. See, powerful people are always managing their mind, body, and emotions. Otherwise, what will happen? Mind, body, and emotions will manage us. Now, our mind is influenced from the outside. Our body also is influenced by the outside. Or our own emotions also influenced from the outside. So, the battle in life is always to win over these three devils called mind, body, and emotions. And one good way to remind yourself is that I am not this body, I am not this mind, and I'm not these emotions. I have these three things. So when you go and sit in your car, you're not your car. You're in the car driving it. So here we are in this human body. You can say that it's a vehicle in which we are riding every day. And this vehicle is not going to decide where I'm going to go, right? I'm going to decide where I'm going to take it. Which road am I going to follow? My emotions are only like the sensors. They're indicators. They're telling me, hello, you're hungry now. Now, this is something painful, avoid it. Or whatever. So they are indicators. So are the indicators going to control my life? Indicators, only indicators. Like fear or anger or whatever it is. And the mind? This is like your laptop, far more powerful than any laptop in the world. But is this mind, which belongs to you, is it going to control you? With this automatic blah, 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 blah that it keeps on doing. It's your mind. You can decide what to put into it. But you will see that when we get into the default mode, we have no power to what is going on over here. It's just going on. It just takes over. You might have seen other people doing it. When they get worked up, they'll go on talking. They just won't stop. Even if you tell them stop, they won't stop. They'll go on. Because that is taken over. Now, can your life come to you with ease, joy, and glory? Because when we get into the default mode, what we are doing is we are energetically closing ourselves up completely. Because somewhere your mind knows, I can't take any more of this negativity. So you close it. But then you block out everything else also, no? So if we had the power to just keep the negativity away or convert that negativity into a positivity, after all, it's only energy, no? So the constant work that we are doing, every day one step forward, every day one step forward, every day one step forward, is to take care of our mind, body, and emotions. I mean, we will see that we are doing all these three things over here every day without fail. We might cover different aspects of it. The last 2 days, we've been working in the energetic domain to re-establish your complete connection with the universe, or to make you realize that you're not just this little fellow residing in your little body, you're much more than that. And because you have chosen to reside in this mind, body, and emotion, then you have to do some preventive maintenance or maintenance also. No? Like if you have a vehicle, you'll do some maintenance, right? You'll put the oil when it's required, you'll put the petrol when it's required. You will get it cleaned up from time to time, etc., etc. So every day, that's what we are doing. So I just thought I'll remind you of the purpose. Because one thing in our default mode, we always forget the purpose. When we get into the survival mode, what is happening is we are so busy surviving, we forget the purpose. It's like being in the sea, and just to stay afloat, you forget the direction in which you should go so that you can come out of the sea. Or imagine you're in a river, just fighting to stay afloat, not to sink. So you don't even remember that, hello, I better steer myself to the banks if I have to survive. That's my objective. But this is exactly what's happening, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about. How many years wasted? So when you come out of your default mode, when you stop reacting and resisting, you are getting freedom. Freedom from what? From whatever it is that you're stuck with. Please remember, when you're reacting, who's in control? Not you. When you're reacting, somebody else is in control. Something else is in control. So what are the chances that you will do the right thing in life? They say right action produces the right result. Isn't it? So simple, no? कर्म किए जाओ, रिजल्ट तो मिल ही जाएगा, फल की चिंता मत करो. मतलब कर्म तो सही करो. We are so much bothered about where we will reach, कर्म ही गलत हो रहे हैं. If it is so simple life, keep doing, keep finding out first of all, what are the right actions, keep doing them, you'll achieve the result. So simple. Brahmastra. But is it so easy to do the right action? Sometimes when we don't even remember what is the right action. Because in the reactive state, you're simply reacting. Somebody is slapping you, your hand will come up to slap him back automatically. Very rarely will you not slap him back and hold his hand and say, hey, I can also hit you. But what is it that we both want? We want to stand on the road and tear each other's shirt, or we want to go to our home? That is why we need to manage ourselves, because the reactions completely makes you out of control. Resistance simply wastes energy. No movement happens. In a state of resistance, you don't even see possibility. Because if you don't see possibility, how will you decide what action to take? How will you decide what is the right action in this situation? What action should I choose? When you're reacting, is that an action you're choosing? When the reactive action comes, is it an action that you're choosing? That's a question. When you're reacting, that action which happens, are you choosing it? No. It's automatic. So when there's something happening automatically, do you have a choice at that moment? You don't even have a choice at that moment to see if you could have done something else. Yeah, you may realize after you've cooled down or something. Oh, I should have not said like this. I should have said that. Oh my God, unnecessary. I hurt someone. Like, what's the point? All this comes after the point. So, choice can happen when you're freeing yourself out from reaction and resistance. That's why we are doing so many things here, so many ways of thinking we are introducing over here. Because our automatic thinking is also a culprit in keeping us stuck, is it not? Okay, I got it, Sandeep. You can always watch the recording. So are you getting what I'm saying, my guys? That's why these everybody morning meetings are so important. So there is something in life which we have made very important. Perhaps because it's important. And what is that something that we've made very important? Can you guess? And it is important also if you want to survive in this world. What is that?
Being positive.
Happy.
Okay.
Being
And
positive.
what
Sir.
else?
Being positive and believe yourself.
Okay. And what else? So you're going to go for work to be positive, is it? You're going to be positive and then go for work.
Your beliefs.
It's important in life. Without that, you can't live. So let's not have a big mystery about it. Okay. Let's talk about something which is always there in your mind. And a lot of times it becomes a limitation for you. It need not be, but it does. And that is called money. Vitamin M. Look at the influence and the impact of this money business in your life. You tell me, does it have an influence, an impact on your life? Whatever you're doing, what are you doing it for? Obviously for happiness and satisfaction, this and that. And for that you need things. And for that you need something called the energy of money. So this is a question for everybody here. Of course, some of us have transcended the need for money. We don't need it anymore. Because your mind will be saying, I've got enough now. What do I need money for? But money is energy, remember? You always need that energy. So it's just a unit of energy which is used for exchange to get the things that we want. So the question for you today is, so when I use the word you means I'm talking about you. What are you great at that you could make money from? What are you great at that you could make money from? So Kunen, would you explain the question to them? What are you great at that you could make money from?
Yeah, thank you, sir. The question is, what are you great at that you could make money from? So what I'm getting from this question is that, as sir has always explained, that money is nothing but a form of energy. And we are also energy being. All our action, reaction, whatsoever we do, even it has been proven that thought is also an energy. So what we have to ponder upon, which I will start now, is that what are the actions based on my ability I can take and I can feel,
No,
I can create. So,
we are talking about the ability.
our potential, our talent.
Yeah, what are you great at?
Yeah.
Say something everybody is great at, right? Like Hasina ji is a great cook. So my wife has a nephew who is a great cook and he is studying to be a chef and almost in the final year. And he's already doing a business out of that. That young man is earning money doing something that he's good at. So the question is, what are you great at? What is the greatest value that we can offer to the world? And you could make money out of that, because you get paid for a product or service or something great or something unique that you have to offer. So that's the question to ponder over. What am I great at that I could make money from?
But the other question coming to my mind, sir, that will it be really possible to use my capability, whatsoever I feel as a greatness, to convert into money, energy, or something will stop me, be fearful whether it will happen or not? But before that, I must understand what is my great potential and then take
Exactly.
action.
Yeah, those other thoughts normally stop anybody from doing anything. One second, hold on, please. Just tell her I'm in a session.
Sir, can I share something?
Yes.
This from your what you said about your wife's nephew being a cook, a chef. I think if you realize what you actually really want to do, then that makes a great difference. Like you actually know that this is what I want to do and I'll do it whatever. That
No.
I think helps.
Not necessary.
Achha.
See, Snehal, I'm good at coaching and training people and transforming people's lives. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm great at.
Okay.
And I say, I'd like to start this big business and make lots of money. You know, I like to do that. I love to do that. But I'm not great at that. Okay, so will I do it successfully?
No, but I suppose if you realize your potential, not potential, let's say, I mean, let me put it this way. This thing, at a long time ago, my son wanted to go in for a course in culinary arts, and my husband.
Yeah, exactly. That's what our nephew is doing also.
So my husband resisted because, being a typical defense officer, he said, "You want to be a." He said, "You want to be a cook." Yes, these were his exact words. He said, "You want to be a cook?" And my son said, "No, I want to be a chef." And he persisted. He did that. He went on to do the cordon bleu career and all that. And he's doing very well now in, what do you call it, in the food industry, literally. So the thing
because
is,
he's great at it.
Because if you recognize that, yes, this is what I'm capable of, then you'll probably go for it in spite of everything. You see?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're capable of, not what you like.
Yes, no. What
sometimes
you're
what you like and what you're capable of are two separate things.
Yeah,
so I have this friend of mine. He's very good in few things, marketing and teaching people how to manage and everything. Then he started his own business, and after 12 years he's still not making money in that business. Okay. Because he's good at something, but he thinks he likes something else. Had he continued to work in that specialized area that he's good at, he would have been earning around 1 crore every year. And the sad thing is struggling to make 2 lakh rupees in a year. Right? Because he lost sight of what he's great at. What is the gift he's able to offer to the world. And if he starts doing that, by and large, I would say if you're really good at something, you love to do it. That's what your heart says. I'm good at this, I should do this. And when you do this, then money follows. Like you're very good in writing, aren't you? So you wrote the book and you'll write many books. And because you're good at that, you'll make money. So what is it that you're good at? A lot of us, you see, most of us. Yeah, go ahead.
No, Another aspect of it is that I think your life becomes more meaningful and more distinct, because if you're doing something that is extremely important to you, not necessarily liking, but which you know that maybe you're capable of, and even if you're not capable of it, that wish to do it is so strong that you that it actually energizes you and makes you a better person. I would say that.
Yeah, that's okay. But let's be in this question. What are you great at that you can make money from? Everything else you can do. Nobody stopped us from doing that.
So we should identify what we are great at and work at it. Probably.
Yeah, that's also another thing you can do, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
A lot of times, see, just look at typically, if you've been born and brought up in India, life is very circumstantial. All right.
Yes.
You took admission in whichever course that you could get admission to. All right. Only 3 to 4% people have the courage and determination to keep going until they get into the course of their choice and something that they love to do. The rest of them, what happens? Acha, medical mein nahi mila, pre-medical kar lo. Okay, so you didn't get very high marks in pre-medical, again, you wouldn't get admission in a medical college. So what do? Chalo, BSc kar lo. So you did your BSc, now what? Try for MBA. Okay, so you tried for MBA, you did not try wholeheartedly because you were not interested anyway. That's also circumstantial, right? If you're passionate about something, would you not be interested in it? Wouldn't you put your effort in it? Like I was good in English. So it was happening. I'd love to spend time reading English, writing English rather than doing anything else. But I was choosing something else. Why? Because life was telling me to do that. So many people have wound up in professions that they didn't love to do, they didn't want to do, but they got a good job and they said, well, this is a means to make money. And because they got stuck in that and they get annual increment and promotions and everything, so they make a career out of it. And then they try to pursue their interests on the side, like a hobby or something like that. And then some of us decide, okay, why not make this into a profession? I'm good at it. And then, like Kunan said a little while ago, the fear comes, how do I know I'll make money out of this? So we don't have the courage to step fully into that world. One of my students, today he's a great trainer. Right? You'll see him on the internet. I don't want to take his name. He used to work for the Steel Authority of India. Fairly long time he had worked over there. And then he came and he did a program with me. He became a Reiki master under me. And then he says to me, Sukhdeepak ji, I've realized that I want to become a trainer like you. Because he knew I was doing training internationally. I said, okay, so you want to become a trainer? Why don't you become a trainer? No, sir, but this, but that, but this, but that, but this, but that. I said, if you don't have the courage to do it, and I'm talking to you about the year 2007 or 6, then he listened to me and he had the courage. Okay, he took a VRS from there and he jumped into the world of training. And he has written so many books on management and he conducts a lot of training programs. All right, just because he had the courage to choose to do what he's great at. Now, I'm not giving you any advice here. Huh? I'm not telling you that you should do this or you should do that. That's your choice. Just be in the question. What are you great at that would give you a lot of money, that you could make a lot of money from? मेरे अंदर वो कौन सा हुनर है, वो क्या यूनिकनेस है जिससे मुझे पैसे मिल सकते हैं, कभी कमी नहीं होगी.
Sir, should I come back?
I was thinking about you, Suresh.
Enrolling people into my profession. That will give.
That's what you're good at.
Yes.
That's what you're great at.
It can be insurance or mutual funds or
You are great at winning the trust and friendship of people.
Yes, sir.
So they listen to you and your advice for making investments,
Yes, sir.
for purchasing insurance. Why? Because you're good at winning the love and trust of people. That's what you're great at.
Yes, yes.
That is your greatest assets. The ability to make and maintain relationships.
Yeah.
And you genuinely want to do good for the people and they know it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so you found the right profession where you can make use of this talent that you have. So if we have this special talent and we are able to find out in which profession I can make use of it, then you'll never have a problem about money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So ever since you started this one, you've been doing very well, isn't it?
Life is really like a cream.
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically,
So
initial days it was like necessity is the mother of invention. But after coming to this profession, life has become very smooth and it has given me more flexibility, to do the way I want to do it.
Not only that, like Snehal said something very interesting. You're doing that also. See, you love to contribute to people. So when you get a new person to join you in your profession, and then he's also doing well and he's making money, does not that make you feel happy that I've helped another person?
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Okay, so once you discover what you're really good at, and once you discover where you can use that talent, then you will get everything that you want, no?
Yeah, yesterday I had one very good experience. Like one person was very much unhappy with the insurance. He came shouting into the office. Then he was just talking to me. Then I asked him to come and sit, given some water and all that. I asked, okay, what is the problem and all that. One by one, I listened and I explained him, this is how it works out and all that. Then he accepted. He said, thank you very much. You have explained me. No one has explained me so far. Now I want to take insurance for my father and brothers also. Listening and explaining has given me that kind of opportunity.
Yeah, compassionate listening.
Yeah.
With a genuine desire to help him.
Yes, sir.
Help you to get more business.
Yeah.
There's a company whose people I'm training in sales, by the way. I was teaching them value selling. So I taught them the same technique. So this fellow goes to a customer who has boycotted them. Okay?
Oh.
And he came back with a 4 crore order just by listening to the complaints. And he came and told me, sir, this technique really works. I said, it's not a technique, it's a genuine way of dealing with people. And because I was telling him that how is it possible that you got the best product in the world? How can somebody boycott you? Something must have happened. No, you should go and ask and listen and find out. He just went and did that. So what you did is the same thing, right? He came complaining and you converted that complaint into an order. Wow.
Yes, sir.
But that is who you are naturally. That's your talent in life, which you are using.
Yeah.
So
Other
congratulations.
people are afraid of attending him. Thank you.
Yeah. You have dealt with worse people in your life. You are an expert. All right. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Start thinking about this question and see what opens up for you. Okay. What are you great at that you could make money from? A lot of people who may be thinking now, what money now? I've done all that. I'm getting enough. Hello. Money is only a measure you can have for winning the game. We are still playing the game, isn't it? Life is a game. If there is a game, you will play it with more pleasure. If the game is easy, would you enjoy the game? If the game has no goal, would you enjoy the game? And I'm telling you, because I'm in that place where last year when this COVID came, I mean, I had enough here. There was no need. But I said, hello, no game. Very boring. So I said, what am I good at? I just go and give it to the world. So I just started giving it. And I was giving it for free. And I said, hey, there's got to be a measure. So money was the measure. So when you're good at something and you're giving it, you'll get money also. Maybe you don't want money for money's sake. What if you had enough money that you could just give it to anybody who really needed it, to help somebody out? A lot of us would like to give, right? But we have barely enough to take care of our needs. Or we have investments and we break those investments, it'll take care of our cash flow and all that. So we don't give. But what if you had enough to give? So many things, if you keep looking at what is it that I can use money to create in life. You can cause many things to happen without money also. And you can cause many more things to happen if you had money. And wonderful things can happen if you can generate as much money as you need whenever you need it. Think. If you had the capability of generating as much money as you need whenever you need it or want it. And to generate that, you can ask this question, what are you great at that you would make money from? Because everybody is great at something or the other. So everybody's become so serious when you start talking about money. I think, money comes to people who are happy and playful, not the serious ones.
But the question coming to my mind is, when I was thinking about my life till today, even I was going back into my childhood to understand what I was enjoying. But the challenge is how to really know now at this stage of life when we have various responsibilities and run the kitchen, manage children and all. As you mentioned, we need to have courage. But before that, is there any process to really identify, to get the confidence that this is what is my greatness or my true potential? Let's take a plunge. Let's see whatsoever happen. So can we get to know that what exactly is that, and then we generate courage and just jump into that?
Yeah, sure, you can come and join the Good to Great program.
Okay.
Or take a coaching session from Sukhdeepak Malvai. Seriously, because I've done that for many people. At least I can remember 3 people who were in a similar dilemma and today they are doing what they want. So you can do it yourself, by the way. You don't need anybody's help. If you want, you can do it yourself. But sometimes, it's easier to do it for other people and more difficult to do it for yourself. But as I was talking to you, I was thinking, this fellow wants to know what is wetness. गीला क्या होता है? पानी में हाथ नहीं डालना है, मगर वो जानना चाहते हैं कि गीला क्या होता है. What is wetness? Can you know without putting yourself in water? I don't know why I said that, by the way. I just said it. But a lot of us are like that.
No,
So,
I'm ready
right
to
now, just be in the question. What are you great at that you could make money from? It's possible that we don't even know what we are great at. The world knows. People who know you, they know. Sometimes you need to look back into your life, and see, okay, and you'll discover, oh, I was great at that, I was great at that. You can start following Niti's example and make a success journal. You can start writing from today about whatever happened, or you can go back to the past, recall moments of success and fill them up in your diary. And as you do that, you'll see a pattern coming out. And that will give you an indicator of what is it that you're great at. So there are many ways to find out. But many things Conan said. First you find out, then you should have the confidence. Confidence is what? Self-esteem, self-belief. Yes, I can do it. Incidentally, I'm just reminding you the next month's program of Good to Great is only about self-esteem. So not only tells you about self-esteem, it also tells you where you're stuck and how to get unstuck, and give the boost that you require. Take the plunge, so to speak. It can only happen when you believe in yourself. You know, when I do corporate trainings for a lot of senior people, like they're fairly senior people, very, I tell them, I said, you guys are surviving because you have a job. Maneka, you have the guts to tell me that you'll survive for 3 months if you have to earn money for yourself. Nobody says anything that time. In the break, they'll come and tell me, no, sir. If you're so good at whatever you can do, why are you afraid to lose your job? But many people, they don't have that much acumen to be able to earn their own money. Okay? But there are those, you put them in any situation, they'll earn money because they are so confident about their skills and their knowledge. They know what they're good at. Yeah? So they're never afraid. You're talking to one of them. Now, I've not had a job for more than 35 years. If I don't earn, my family doesn't get fed. It's as simple as that. Okay, now the situation has come where I don't have to be bothered about that also. But the key probably lies in what are you great at that you can make money from. And then dealing with all that other kachada also that is there. Na? Oh, I've got family, how will I look after them? This, that and the other. Everything can be planned also. So if you are not a risk taker, I was a risk taker. But before I became a risk taker, I was the most careful, risk-averse person in my whole life. Okay? I would have never done that. But from somewhere I got that confidence and I said, don't worry. You can handle it. And I did. But from a pessimist, always careful, to becoming an optimist, what happened? So whichever way you are, see, how you design the course of your life is up to you. If you don't want to take a risk, you can design it in a way that you don't have to take a risk. Still, you can do what you want to do. If you want to take a risk, then there's a different way to go about it. If you want to minimize the risk, you can minimize the risk and go about it. It's all up to you. But what's very important, my dear? What are you great at that could help you make money in life? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can carry on the conversation with Vitribel, Conan, and others. And Rama. And I leave you with them. I need to go because we are going out. Today is going to be a party. So thank you very much.
I thought you're going to make money now.
I don't know if I'm going to make money.
Going to celebrate.
Rama, have I made you a co-host or not? One second,
yes.
I'll still check. Yes, check. Are you a co-host?
Yes, Rama is a co-host.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
But sir, before you leave, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, sir.
I was just pondering upon this. What are you great at? What is the best potential? So shall we look into our capability, potential, or greatness or ability with focus on money only? Or I was just thinking that what I am great at in creating a difference in this world, not just by focusing on money, but doing something good for this world, which will help me to.
That is why, Kunal, I always say, work on your listening. What did I say? I said money is only a measure. Hai
Yeah, got it.
And don't go complicate. See, we are complicating ourselves with too much of thinking. What am I good at? Okay. Because if there's something that you're good at and something that you can offer, people will be willing to pay for that only. Na? So think about what is that. You don't worry about all the other things right now. We will deal with it. I'm there na, with you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, but what I can tell you right now is start listening. You've made a lot of progress in that, and everybody here has. See, moment something get triggered, no, your mind goes off. So then you stop listening. So be with me. Just be with the question. See what it opens up. We have not come to a point here, okay, what is the next step I should take? We are only identifying what is it that I'm great at that I can make money from. What we should do after that, we'll see. Let's get the clarity. Na? All right. So you have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you very much for your good wishes. Thank you very much for being there
Sir,
every
I
morning.
joined late.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
This is
Thank
Farida
you and
Madam
bye-bye.
birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday to her, sir.
Yeah, he just. Yeah, he's still there.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes. Good morning. Very
I
good
felt
morning.
like saying something. Good morning, Dakshiji. I felt like saying something. I was waiting for the chance. Actually, one thought which is little kind of above the in a macro perspective on our subject, but still I feel like it is relevant. I heard it from a great master. He says, whatever you have is a gift from the God. And what you do with what you have is your gift to the God. So whatever you have is gift from the God. And what you are going to do with what you have is your gift to the God. So that is what Sir is trying to tell us, that we have so many greatness in us. Maybe we are not realizing it, but still you can use it and gift people, and there could be energy exchange, and who knows, it can bring you to the Hall of Fame also. Over to you, Ramaji.
So, Vetrivelji, I can call you today, Vetrivel Baba.
Tomorrow you can see me on the front line of the newspaper.
Hi. Then Ramaji talked about listening. He mentioned.
Yes.
Need to work on it.
Yeah, that's true for most of us. Listening is really tough, and we need to really train ourselves to listen completely. And that is one great quality Sukdeep sir has. I think that's something we all need to work on.
Yeah, we all are thinking we are listening, we are hearing, but we are just, what you can, just a remuneration. What is that? Cows are doing.
Yeah. So,
that only we are doing.
Listening is something. Listening is something like, we hear the other person and they understand other person's emotions and what they want to express. And hearing is just, listening the sound and forgetting the things. So, what pays us is more listening and giving you the right solution to the person, where the other person is comfortable. He becomes comfortable. He says, yes, this is the genuine person kind of thing. And we should have knowledge about what we are saying also.
So if you are good at listening, you can also earn money. So that is a measure of your listening capability. So if you can earn money through listening, so then you can demonstrate.
Not only listening, sir. See, listening and understand the condition of the other person. If someone is coming with a problem, okay, and give a appropriate solution where he feels comfortable. Give him choices, 2-3 choices. To give the choices also, we should have the knowledge about the subject.
Yes.
Ramaji, when you say about listening, I get a different thought.
Yeah.
When we say, as far as I understand, Sukdev Bhakti, when he say listening is full intense listening, what the other person is saying. But what we understand is listening means how much I listen to you, how much I listen to myself, my own interpretation. Sometimes it happens in such a way that I listen to my own interpretation 90%, I listen only 10% of you. And I start to react to the listening. Of course, I am a good listener, but whom I listened?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that I said ruminating. You know, cows are just ruminating their food after chewing what they ate before. We are doing that one. Just our own thoughts, our own things. We are not considering the intention of that other person.
Beautiful.
How you are taking care of the intention actually, what they are saying. No, we are thinking about our own intention, our own understanding. We are just saying we are listening.
Exactly, Takwidin. Here also you say his intention. Let us not go deeper into that. For this, Sukdev Bhakti sir used to say a solution. Intense listening is at least repeating the exact word what that other person said.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
And you know what? I think every day I should leave the meeting so that Tyakuddin should speak. Otherwise, he doesn't speak. I don't know. He doesn't like me, I think. Anyways, see you.
So now let's reflect on our listening, how much we listened to Sir so far. So what did he mean when he asked that question? So the idea is not making money. You can make money in many means. The idea is how do you measure your capabilities, your worthiness, what you are good at. One excellent way is by measuring the money you can earn from what you are good at. So you can earn money through terrorism, through cheating, through many other means. So that is not the idea. So maybe you may be good at it. You know what? Somebody may be good at cheating. Somebody may be good at terrorism. They measure by making money. That's fine. But that is not what we want to do.
Yeah.
With that, Ramaji, what I feel is at least this much. What I did, I am sharing. What I am great at, possibly I am writing it. Can we do that at least now? You take your own piece of paper and pen, or else we have a good journal. We have a journal master, Neeti and all. We write what we are good at. Sorry, what we are great at. Then money follows, and we have great people to. Many times, no, I understand this way. You have YouTube. It's a wall of information is there. But most of the people, they do go whatever it has been listed, recommended. They watch that. They don't know where to choose, what to see. They don't have a choice. Whatever comes in, they just watch. They just, not like that. So let us start writing in the paper what we are great at. Why I am telling YouTube is we have tool to support us. We have people to develop on that to go to the greater extent. But have we figured it out that what are the areas we are great at where we can possibly make more money? We have to start writing.
That is the first step. Yes, thanks, Petri. That is the first step, because we may not be fully aware and conscious about ourselves always. We may not get that completely, but at least whatever we know, what we are great at, let's write it down. That is the first step. The second step is ask the people around. They observe you. They know what you are good at. And the third and ultimate measure is the money you make out of your greatness or out of your capabilities. So these are the three different measures. So that is what what sir is saying is the ultimate measure of measuring how great, how good you are at something through how much money you are earning. That is the measure.
I would like to say
So I know by
about,
default, I know by default people will be resisting that how can money be a measure of my greatness? Greatness means it has to be immeasurable and it should be selflessness and all those things. But those are all just ideals. But practically, if you need to do, I think this is a great measure. Yes, Raghu, please.
Yes, I would like to say about what Mr. Suresh said and then Kuldeep sir said about compassionate listening compassionate listening of genuinely help people. I think this many times when I heard Sudha Murthy's speech, who is Infosys Foundation, she used to say about help people, to help people. That is a life lesson what she learned from the very poor people. They don't require anything else. They require only your compassionate listening and then say, I'm here for you. That word will make them a lot of changes with them. So it resonates the exact word what today Mr. Avasar said about that. Compassionate listening to genuinely help people.
That is true for all the people, particularly it is true for rich people actually. They suffer a lot more.
Come again, sir?
What you said is true for all people, not only poor people. It's true for all people. Compassionate listening is not there for most of the people. So if you can demonstrate, it's really good.
Thank you, Raghu. Rama, just a quick thing, Suresh ji.
Yeah.
We are talking about what are you great at that you could make money from. One live example is happening here. Very live. Everybody knows it. See Raghu's background. I wish Raghu's wife should listen to these recordings. She is very good at painting. And she must have spent a lot of hours on that. And they are not moving, she's not moving further into it to the money point. Because here, sir explained it in a very beautiful way that if you don't measure it with money exchange, you will not know how much energy has been exchanged, how much you have grown at it. You can use this world as a measuring point, measuring the money. So, see, what are the possibilities I get it? She can join some drawings forums. She can go and exhibit somewhere. She can teach the drawings to kids. She can become Zoom master and teaching drawing online. So many things. Even in Dubai schools, she can go teach as a drawing master. That the passion can be made as a money. So many ideas are there, but are they allowing it to happen? That greatness to money, that shift is happening or not? Raghu, I'm just throwing this question to you. You have to think and help her to find out.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, yesterday the case. Really, I did not look at to convert him to my client. He is another's client, but I was just genuinely trying to help him. He is he had a COVID. He is a COVID victim, so now he is all right. So with a literally human touch, I spoke to him, listened him. Slowly I explained him, and the language also I used the way, see, local languages are there, like you have to use that language so that they can grasp easily. So I spoke to to him the language the way he used to talk to me. So he was so impressed, and he said, sir, I want to take policy for my parents and all that. I said, okay, you can take any time, but first you get your job done. This is how you can go, and this is how you can do it. He was very happy. So by explaining those things, he himself committed, okay, no, I will come to you and take the policy later. I said, okay, fine. So that's how money can, involving people into the profession or whatever, we can make, whether or even if he is not ready to come or circumstances may not allow, but he will definitely recommend me to others. That is how I can make money. But I am not looking really at that kind of my intention is not that, but others are feeling okay, I should guide people to him, so that he is a genuine person who can give right suggestions or right policy, whatever. That is the trust they are having on me.
So, Suresh sir, so you demonstrate what sir was saying. Your greatness earns money. No? The money is the measure of your greatness. Yeah. Is that demonstrated? Do you believe in that? Do you accept that?
Yeah, I do accept. I mean, that is what I did, and I am doing, and I will be doing the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a great proof for all of us. So anybody else has any other views or any other experiences?
Ramaji, do we need a recording?
We can stop it. But I
Sir, I'm Gautam here. I'm
yes,
Gautam.
Yeah,
it is a very good discussion.
After Gautam.
Yeah.
Gautam.
It is a very good discussion. And from the discussion, what I got the big satisfaction. I also, my passion is photography. But